Good morning, everyone, especially to you, sir. I am Javian Butlig. So today, I will discuss the five modern philosophers that significantly contributed to understanding of ethics in contemporary society. So I will first discuss Peter Singer in his ethical theory and contributions in the society. The ethical theory of Singer is the utilitarian theory. Peter Singer's ethical framework is rooted in utilitarianism, which emphasizes maximizing overall happiness or utility. So Singer extends the scope of utilitarianism to include consideration for the interests of all sentient beings, not just humans. According to him, actions are morally right if they lead to the greatest overall happiness or utility for all beings capable of experiencing pleasure or suffering, not just humans. So here's the contribution of Peter Singer in the contemporary society. So first is the animal liberation. So Singer's book, Animal Liberation, is a seminal work in the animal rights movement arguing for the moral considerations of non-human animals. Singer's book advocates for the abolition of animal exploitation and encourages a shift towards a more compassionate and ethical treatment of animals. Second is the effective altruism. So Singer co-founded the effective altruism movement, which encourages individuals to use evidence and reason to maximize the impact of their charitable efforts. So third is the practical ethics. So it explores a wide range of moral issues including poverty, euthanasia, and environmentalism, applying ethical principles to real-world dilemmas. So Peter aims to make ethical philosophy understandable and applicable to every life. So he wants to help people understand how abstract ethical principles can guide their actions in real-world situations. The second philosopher is John Rawls. John Rawls is famous for his theory of justice, often referred to as Rawlsian justice. So, Rawls aimed to establish principles of justice that would govern the basic structure of society in a fair and equitable manner. So, John Rawls aimed to create a framework for organizing society's basic structure such as laws, economic system, and policies in a manner that promotes equality, protects individual liberties, and ensures opportunities are distributed fairly. So here's the key concept of his theory. First is the hypothetical situation. Rawls introduces a hypothetical situation where individuals select principles of justice from behind a veil of ignorance. So the veil of ignorance prevents individuals from knowing their own circumstances or advantages in society, allowing them to make unbiased decisions about principles of justice. Third is the two principles of justice, the equal basic liberties. Each person has an equal right to the most extensive basic liberties compatible with similar liberties for others. So, these principles ensures that everyone has equal access to fundamental freedoms such as freedom of speech, religion, assembly, and equal protection under the law. The fair equality of opportunity. Social and economic inequalities are permissible only if they benefit the least advantaged members of society and are attached to positions open to all under fair conditions. So, these principles promotes equality of opportunity by ensuring that everyone has a fair chance to succeed in life regardless of their background or circumstances. The third philosopher is Martha Nussbaum. So, her ethical theory is capabilities approach. Focus of ethical and political analysis from measuring well-being solely by resources or outcomes to consider what individuals are effectively able to do and be. So, to Nussbaum, this approach aims to promote social justice and human flourishing by identifying and addressing the barriers that limit people's opportunities and freedom. So here's the contribution of Martha Nussbaum in the contemporary society. So first is the promotion of human dignity. So Nussbaum's work emphasizes the importance of respecting and promoting the inherent dignity of all individuals. Second is the advocacy for social justice. Nussbaum's writing and activism advocate for social justice and equality, particularly in areas such as education, healthcare, and gender equality. Third is the educational reform. Nussbaum's ideas have influenced educational policy and practice, particularly in promoting a more holistic approach to education that cultivates not only cognitive skills but also emotional and ethical development. The fourth philosopher is Charles Taylor. His ethical theory is the ethics of authenticity. So Charles Taylor's Ethics of Authenticity is a philosophical framework that explores the nature of moral and cultural identity in contemporary society. So according to Charles Taylor's Ethics of Authenticity, so it means living authentically would involve the individual reflecting on their own values, interests, and aspirations and making choices that are true to themselves rather than surrender to external pressures or expectations. So here's the contributions of Charles Taylor in contemporary society. So first is the ethics of authenticity. So his emphasis on understanding the sources of moral meaning and navigating pluralism has fostered dialogue and mutual respect in multicultural contexts. Second is the political philosophy. So he advocates for a politics of recognition that acknowledges and respects the identity and rights of marginalized groups, including indigenous peoples, ethnic minorities, and LGBTQ communities. The last philosopher is Alasdair MacIntyre. So his ethical theory is virtue ethics. So Alexander MacIntyre is a prominent advocate of virtue ethics, which places emphasis on the development of moral character and the cultivation of virtues. So according to MacIntyre, virtue ethics suggests that being a good person is not just about following rules or maximizing outcomes, but about developing certain moral qualities or virtues such as courage, honesty, compassion, and justice. So here's the key concept of his theory. So first is the virtue ethics. So MacIntyre critiques modern moral philosophy, arguing that it has lost its way by abandoning Aristotelian virtue ethics. So in MacIntyre's view, modern moral theories such as utilitarianism and deontology have failed to provide satisfactory answers to fundamental ethical questions and have led to moral confusion and relativism. So he argues that these theories focus too much on abstract principles or rules, neglecting the importance of character and the cultivation of virtues in ethical decision making. Second is the narrative ethics. So MacIntyre emphasizes the importance of personal and communal narratives in shaping moral identity and action. So according to MacIntyre, our moral identity is not just a set of abstract principles or rules, but is constructed through the ongoing narrative of our lives. So the stories we tell about ourselves and our communities help to shape our moral values, inform our understanding of right and wrong, and guide our ethical actions. So here's the contribution of MacIntyre in the contemporary society. So first is the revival of virtue ethics. So MacIntyre's advocacy for a return to virtue ethics has been one of his most significant contributions. By challenging the dominance of consequentialism and deontology in modern moral philosophy, he has reinvigorated interest in virtue ethics as an alternative approach to understanding morality. Second is the impact on education. His emphasis on the cultivation of virtues and engagement with tradition has informed pedagogical approaches that aim to foster moral reasoning and ethical behavior in students. Together, the theories and contributions of Singer, Rawls, Nussbaum, Taylor, and MacIntyre contribute to our understanding of ethics in contemporary society by providing diverse perspective on questions of justice, human dignity, moral character, and the good life. That concludes my discussion. I hope you gained insights into the contemporary philosophers who have shaped our understanding of ethics in today's society. That's all for today. Thank you for tuning in.